how you can file for your employment income tax return in case you have a combination of domestic income and foreign income. What you're supposed to do basically, you need to declare these incomes when filing your annual tax return. And what you're supposed to do basically, just get into the iTax portal, then signing into the iTax portal using your iTax PIN or KRA PIN. So just populate mine here, which is here. Just a minute as I populate mine, 007A. Then you need to continue. When you hit continue, you should be taken into this interface. Just ensure you have populated the right in, then do a simple mathematical computation here, which is giving me a value of 78. Then log in. When you log in, you'll be taken into this KRA interface. Just come to where we have return. Then choose to file returns. Then you need to choose the tax obligation, which is the income tax resident individual. Then click next. Then click OK. Then what you need to do, you need to enter the return period. So the return period is back from 1st January 2025 to 31st December 2025. Then choose to download the auto-populated ITR. But disclaimer for this, when you use the auto-populated ITR, you need to compare that the detail in the auto-populated ITR technically correlates the details in your P9 into your P9 form, because in some scenario you get there some discrepancy. So you just hit download. Then, in case you don't use the ITR method, I usually recommend you use the normal traditional Excel method, which was a bit more accurate when you have your P9 form, since you'll be transferring the details of the P9 form, which is the commandment, to the Excel sheets. But in this scenario, because I'm demonstrating how you can do the adjustment of foreign income, I've just decided to use the auto-populated ITR. Then, when the auto-populated ITR is downloaded, you just need to get back into your browser or into your File Explorer. So let me just give it a minute. Let me get into my File Explorer. Okay. Then you need to come to the zip file which has been downloaded. Before you open this Excel sheet with Excel, you just need to come to this zip file. Then you need to come to where you have properties. Then you need to come to where you have unblock, apply, and then click OK. So the reason why I have done that is to avoid macros problem when opening this document with Microsoft Excel. Then you need to click above that document and then choose to extract the content of the zip file here. So let me click there. So choose to extract. So when it is extracted, an Excel sheet will populate here. What you need to do, just click this Excel sheet here. Then choose to open it with Excel. And when you open it, you'll be able to get this document. So it is opening here. So let us give it time to open. Since it is a very long document and it is already populated with data, so it takes some time to open. So let us give it time to open. So this is the auto-populated ITR. Why it is being called auto-populated is because iTax already auto-populated with the details of your P9 form and do the necessary deduction for you. So the adjustment which you'll be doing is the adjustment for foreign employment income, which you need to declare and do the necessary deduction of a double taxation agreement in case the Kenyan government has the agreement with the country of origin for you to allow you to deduct relief for double taxation, because the income was taxed from the country of origin. Maybe it is the United States of America, and when it comes to Kenya and you receive that income, you need to claim the amount which was deducted by the American government, so that you can be able to relieve yourself from paying tax twice. So that is the whole analogy of double taxation when it comes to the double taxation in foreign income. So these I'll just close these and then I'll just click OK and allow the document to stabilize. Then you can see, because we are using the auto-populated ITR sheet, you can notice that the details of the P9 form has already been auto-populated. You can see this is the basic information. Also, the employment income has been populated. Also, the deduction of the pay has been populated, and the tax computation has already been done for me. Also, everything has been populated from the contribution to the defined pension scheme has already been populated. So what we need to do in order to adjust for foreign income, we need to drill down where we have basic information and come to where we have, do you earn any foreign income? So from this section, we shall just choose yes. When you choose yes, you can notice there is a sheet which has been added here, referred to as details of double taxation avoidance agreement. So this is where you come and declare your foreign income, the foreign employment income which you receive from a foreign country. So maybe we can come here and take a scenario of United States of America here, and then you need to have the document reference number. So you can get the document reference number from the documents which the payment were made. So you shall just come and input the document reference number here. Let me populate it by here. Let me populate it here. Then you need to enter the date for these transactions. So this transaction took place on or let me check something in these documents, on 31st October 2025. Then you need to enter the gross amount of transactions. So it was around 4230. So I need to get into the calculator. Let me get back to the calculator. Since the amount is in USD, so I need to convert it to Kenyan shilling. So it was around 4230. So 4230. The average interest rate as per 2025, it was allowed 129 point. I'm making a mistake here. So it is 42. It is 4230. 4230 with average interest rate of 129.5. So when you have amount in the US dollar, you need to ensure that the USD or the foreign currency was adjusted at spot, or basically if it was not adjusted at spot, you can use the average interest rate for that period. So you do the average exchange rate, not interest rate, exchange rate for that period. So I'm getting an amount of 547,000, which is here. So I need to come and populate that amount here. Then I need to enter the amount of relief which I was given for that amount, which was averaging to 123,500. So, and after doing that, now I have been able to do the adjustment of foreign income when declaring my annual employment income. So I can come to the tax computation. So you can see this is my income and the amount which I'm demanded to pay. I'm given a tax refund of this amount. So I think I captured these wrongly. So I captured the wrong amount. So the relief was just a moment, I confirm something. Was 56,780. So I captured this wrong. I took the wrong amount. So getting that the amount which I'm supposed to pay is 25,831. Then from there, I can deal back end. When I'm sure with what I have done and what I have done is correctly, I can go ahead and validate these sheets. So let me validate. So after validation, there is no other work. It's just getting into the iTax portal, uploading these validated ITR sheets, and you'll be good to go. So let us give it time to validate the sheets. So it will just take some few minutes to validate. So let me give it time to validate. Just a moment. So as it is validating, in case you have any query regarding this, you can kindly reach me using the contact in the description and also using our emails for more information regarding filing of foreign income or any taxation query when it comes to VAT, income tax, withholding tax, and so on. So this is how we technically do it, and that is what you are supposed to do in case you have foreign income, which you need to declare when filing your annual tax return. So as you can see, because it has already downloaded, you need to come here and check the date, the time, and you need to ensure this is the right thing. Then I'll click OK. Then I'll just get into my KRA portal. Then I'll choose this document. You must ensure you have populated the right type of return. So in your case, it will be original. Then you choose the correct return period, because you usually file return for the previous year, income year. You need to select from 1st January 2025 to 31st December 2025. Then you need to upload this sheet here from the document. Then you are being asked if you have any other income which you own, which is correlated to the rental income. In my case, no. Then you need to agree with terms and conditions for iTax, and then you need to come here and submit, and you have filed the combination of your employment income and foreign income correctly. So thank you for watching.